Savitri, Book 11, the Book of Everlasting Day. Canto 1, the Eternal Day, the Soul's Choice, and the Supreme Consummation. Immortal fragrance packed the quivering breeze. In groves that seemed moved bosoms and trembling depths, the million children of the undying spring bloomed, pure, unnumbered stars of hued delight, nestling for shelter in their emerald sky. Fairy flower masses looked with laughing eyes. A dancing chaos, an iridescent sea, eternized to heaven's ever-wakeful sight, the crowding petal glow of marvel's tints, which flowed across the curtain lids of dream. Immortal harmonies filled her listening ear, a great spontaneous utterance of the heights, on Titan wings of rhythmic grandeur, poured from some deep spiritual heart of sound, strains trembling with the secrets of the gods. A spirit wandered happily in the wind, a spirit brooded in the leaf and stone. The voices of thought-conscious instruments along a living verge of silence strayed, and from some deep, a wordless tongue of things, unfathomed, inexpressible, chantings rose, translating into a voice the unknown. A climber on the invisible stair of sound, music, not with these few and striving steps, aspired, that wander upon transient strings, but changed its ever new, uncounted notes in a passion of unforeseeing discovery, and kept its old, unforgotten ecstasies, a growing treasure in the mystic heart. A consciousness that yearned through every cry of unexplored attraction and desire, it found, and searched again the unsatisfied deeps, hunting as if in some deep secret heart to find some lost or missed felicity. In those far-lapsing symphonies she could hear, breaking through enchantments of the ravished sense, the lyric voyage of a divine soul, mid spume and laughter, tempting with its prow the charm of innocent Circean isles, adventures without danger beautiful, in lands where siren wonder sings its lures from rhythmic rocks in ever-foaming seas. In the harmony of an original sight, delivered from our limiting ray of thought, and the reluctance of our blinded hearts to embrace the Godhead in whatever guise, she saw all nature marvelous without fault. Invaded by beauty's universal revel, her being's fiber reached out vibrating and claimed deep union with its outer selves, and on the heart's chords made pure to seize all tones, heaven's subtleties of touch, unwearying, forced, more vivid raptures than earth's life can bear. What would be suffering here was fiery bliss. All here but passionate hint and mystic shade, divined by the inner prophet who perceives the spirit of delight in sensuous things, turned to more sweetness than can now be dreamed. The mighty signs of which earth fears the stress, trembling because she cannot understand, and must keep obscure in forms strange and sublime, were here the first lexicon of an infinite mind, translating the language of eternal bliss. Here, rapture was a common incident, the lovelinesses of whose captured thrill our human pleasure is a fallen thread, lay, symbol shapes, a careless ornament sewn on the rich brocade of Godhead's dress. Things fashioned were the imaged homes where mind arrived to fathom a deep physical joy. The heart was a torch lit from infinity. The limbs were trembling densities of soul. These were the first domains, the outer courts, immense, but least in range and least in price, the slightest ecstasies of the undying gods. Higher her swing of vision swept and new, admitted through large sapphire opening gates into the wideness of a light beyond. These were but sumptuous, decorated doors to worlds nobler, more felicitously fair. Endless aspired the climbing of those heavens. Realm upon realm received her soaring view. Then, on what seemed one crown of the ascent, where finite and the infinite are one, immune, she beheld the strong, immortal seats, who live for a celestial joy and rule the middle regions of the unfading ray. Great forms of deities sat in deathless tears. Eyes of an unborn gaze towards her leaned through a transparency of crystal fire. In the beauty of bodies, wrought from rapture's lines, shapes of entrancing sweetness, spilling bliss, feet glimmering upon the sunstone courts of mind, heaven's cup-bearers bore round the Eternal's wine. A tangle of bright bodies, of moved souls, tracing the close and intertwined delight, the harmonious tread of lives forever joined in the passionate oneness of a mystic joy, as if sunbeams made living and divine, the golden-bosomed Apsara goddesses in groves flooded from an argent disk of bliss that floated through a luminous sapphire dream in a cloud of raiment lit with golden limbs and gleaming footfalls, treading fairy swords, virgin motions of bacchant innocences, who know their riot for a dance of God, whirled, linked in moonlit revels of the heart.